The Spartans were unlike any other warriors of their time. From birth, their lives were dictated by the state, molded to create the ultimate soldier. Weak infants were left to die, and only the strongest survived. Boys were taken from their homes at the age of 7 and entered the agoge, Sparta's brutal military training program. Every day was a test of endurance, skill, and obedience. Training was relentless. They ran, wrestled, and fought in conditions that would break ordinary children. Starvation, exposure to the elements, and constant physical challenge hardened their bodies. Pain was routine, fear was a lesson, and discipline was instilled above all else. By the time they reached adulthood, Spartan warriors had bodies and minds sculpted for war. Their society reinforced this martial perfection. Spartan citizens lived to fight and protect their city-state. Personal ambition was secondary. Loyalty to Sparta was paramount. This unity allowed them to form the most feared phalanxes of the ancient world. Tight formations where every warrior's life depended on the one beside him. The Spartan phalanx was a marvel of coordination and discipline. Shields interlocked, spears bristled forward, and the line moved as one. In battle, this cohesion made them nearly unstoppable, capable of holding ground against numerically superior enemies. Strategy was simple, but execution was flawless. Every Spartan knew his role, and failure was not tolerated. Beyond physical prowess, Spartans were trained in cunning and endurance. Scouts, skirmishers, and even the elite kings learned to endure deprivation, survive harsh terrain, and execute tactics with precision. Their education wasn't just in strength, but in strategy, resilience, and unflinching focus. Even leisure was structured. Dance, song, and competitive games were all training tools, sharpening reflexes, timing, and coordination. Spartan life was a continuous cycle of preparation for war, where every aspect of existence reinforced elite combat readiness. It was this combination of brutal upbringing, rigorous training, unwavering discipline, and societal reinforcement that made the Spartans elite. They were more than soldiers. They were a culture perfected for war, feared across the ancient world for their ability to endure, fight, and dominate. Brotherhood was not symbolic. It was survival. Spartan warriors ate together, trained together, and fought side by side. Rank mattered in battle, but in daily life, cohesion mattered more. A Spartan did not fight for personal glory. He fought so the man beside him would not fall. Over time, their reputation became a weapon of its own. Enemies understood that Spartans did not retreat lightly. Stories of their discipline and resolve spread throughout Greece. In some battles, the fear of facing them weakened opposition before the first spear was thrown. And when morale collapses, armies follow. The Spartans recognized that psychological dominance could be as decisive as physical strength. Yet for all their supremacy, Sparta was not invincible. The same rigidity that forged their power also limited their evolution. Discipline remained constant, but innovation slowed. As warfare changed, rivals adapted, learning to disrupt the phalanx, exploit structural weaknesses, and outmaneuver the once unbreakable line. Even the strongest system can fracture when it resists change. And perhaps that is Sparta's enduring lesson. Discipline builds strength. Unity builds resilience. But survival demands balance. Between tradition and adaptation, force and foresight. The Spartans perfected the craft of forging warriors. Their legacy endures not because they were flawless, but because they demonstrated how structure, sacrifice, and shared purpose can push human potential to extraordinary heights.